Welcome back everyone to Beyond the Boundary Road. I'm Kitty Cara and Danny Doyle, our cultural facilitator, is here with me, and as we've been doing all these weeks, we'll be talking about the cultural life and journey of Brisbane. Today we're looking at Alexandria Hills, but we're also going to look at some of the stuff that we've got on the table today, and Danny will tell us about it. So Danny, maybe we'll start with Alexandria Hills.
Alexandria Hills is an interesting place.
Yeah.
It's actually another pathway for you to travel down towards Manly, Wynnum area as well. And if you go down one track, you'll end up in where Wellington Point is today. Yeah. And I think that some of the places around there, especially our significant areas and borderings, Bullen areas, they've been tampered with or built upon in places around Alex Hills area. There seems to be a very negative energy in that place these days, so I probably wouldn't want to talk too much about Alex Hills itself.
Yeah.
The amount of food and everything that people would get from Tingalpa Creek, Capalabar Creek, and then moving on towards Cleveland. Yeah, it would probably be a better way for us to discuss, I reckon.
Well, I know that you've brought some of that food that we've talked about over the last few episodes in, and we've had them on display, but this time we were going to talk about them. So is there something that you've got that you want to start with showing
I've got a decent bowl here, and this bowl is full of a beer nut. Oh, not a beer nut. We call them beer nut because they look like beer nuts. Yeah. But there's actually just a peanut tree. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the little black nuts inside this one, taste exactly the same as the nuts you would buy in the shops. And if you salted them, then they would be like the nuts you get at the pub, you know, when they put the... Right. I don't know if they still do that these days or not. It's been a long time since I've been at a pub.
I think they still do.
Really? Okay, cool.
Except for people with peanut allergies. I wonder if these would have... Yeah.
Well, these would be a lot better than the ones in the ground because, you know, the ones you get from Kingaroy, there's seeds and legumes or whatever they want to call them, where these are real nuts and they're coming from a tree, which were plentiful in the Brisbane area all the way along. Yeah. And there was patches of rainforest all up at Alexandria Hills to Cleveland area and of course the swamp areas, you know, Capalabar and places as well. So
what else have you got there?
I've got a lily pilly. Now, this is a big lily pilly.
Yeah, that's a common tree around Brisbane, the lily pilly.
And that one's nice. So if we broke that one open, you would see that inside, and I'm glad that there's nothing else in there other than the flesh.
And what else would you find in there?
You might find a worm or a grub, you know, so I just opened that up and woohoo, we're lucky.
So does that mean you have to test it before you eat it?
I open things up all the time just in case to look, because, you know, we've got things called fruit flies around these days. Yeah. Yeah, and they can destroy a lot of things, so I have a good look at it, check it out, open it up, and then I put it down. And I can tell you what that tastes like now. Yeah. And it's quite fleshy.
They ripen over time if you have them in a bowl and...
Well, they ripen too fast. A lot of our food is food for us to eat on the go, there and then.
Right off the tree, okay. So you don't keep them, you eat them straight away.
You probably have enough time to take them back home with you. Oh, there are certain ones that you can prepare and they will last. There's another one here. This one here I picked off a thing we call scrambling lily these days. Okay. And I call it a bean, the bean vine. Yeah. And if you eat the soft part or the tips of these things, they taste like beans. Oh. Have you had a taste of these things? Would you like to try?
Yeah.
All right.
Have you got one spare?
Let me have a look. I do. Look at that.
Oh, great.
All right, take the little flower or the leaf off it.
Yeah. So that's the end that you eat?
It's going to grow another one. I eat that end up then. Yeah. And this is a big one, so he's probably on steroids as well. Nice. But yeah, I get these with scurvy weed. Yeah, can you taste it?
Yeah, it's
So
delicious.
it tastes like a bean or a pea or
Yeah,
what?
it does, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So I'll get these and I'll put them all together with some scurvy weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they call scurvy, which is that little flower one.
Yes, we
The
talked
blue
about
flower
that
I
in
talked
another
about earlier. And I'll wrap stuff up into that. And I'll have myself a little salad. Things. I'll pick them all in one go. And that's one thing that we do a lot. With our seeds and our fruits, we get a little bit creative.
Okay.
And we will chuck things in together.
Okay.
Because collecting heaps and heaps of grass seeds, be as small as they are, it's just too much time consuming. So you collect a few, as many as you can, yes.
Yeah.
But then you will put that in with macadamia nuts.
Okay, right.
Yes.
So
Or
mix
you'll
things
mix
together.
it in with,
What else have you got in there?
I've got blue quandong.
Oh, yes. I've seen those around.
Yeah, and they're all over South Bank at the moment.
Yeah.
If they're not South Bank, I know the trees are there, definitely, because I saw them at the State Library
Yeah.
at some stage. They're all over the ground, and me and my children, we're just picking them up in our shirts
Yeah.
and carrying them back.
Okay.
And what you do with those things is you eat them, and inside is this seed.
Oh, that comes from the inside, yeah?
That seed's what's inside there, and it's good for necklaces. You can give them a good polish up and make jewellery out of those as well. And there is a nut inside that as well.
Okay. Does it taste okay?
I don't mind it. It tastes all right to me. Some people may not like it. But people think, well, you're not going to get a good feed out of that.
No.
Yeah, because it is kind of like a bit like a mushroom type of.
Oh, fungal.
So like a
Fungus, like, yeah.
It's very slightly, yeah, but it will fill you up.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of our food isn't really for to sit down and really get full up on. So, I mean, I've got a bunch of them, and that'll be enough for me to get full on.
Yeah.
For me, because I just eat in small amounts, and my tummy's probably shrunk a little bit.
Okay. I guess that's part of the moving around and eating what you find kind of lifestyle, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I think that's all we've got time for, unfortunately. Danny, that was great. We'll have to do the rest of it next time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, everybody, thanks for tuning in today, and make sure that you tune in for the final destination of the season next week, which will be the Cleveland area. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and make sure that you explore the land that you live on.